That's where I'll Shay. That's what he should have said. Anyway, hello there. CriterioNate here, number 496. Steven Soderbergh's Shay. Or is it Shay? I really don't pay attention to that. I think it's Shay. I've heard it Shay and Shay. I think it's Shay. That makes more sense. Okay. 2008, Part 1 runs 135 minutes. Part 2 runs 136 minutes. Both black and white in color, surrounded Spanish with English subtitles. Part 1 is 2.35 to 1 aspect ratio. Part 2 is 1.78, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, this is our third Soderbergh after Traffic and Schizopolis. And I really can't peg this guy. I mean, like, Schizopolis was just this weird movie, and he seems to do, like, very crime-related dramas. You know, he did most of the Ocean's 11 movies, and, you know, of course, Traffic, and we still have Sex, Lies, and videotape to get through much later. But here we have Shay, sort of a biopic-ish thing about some of the scenes from Che Guevara's life, you know, the Cuban rebel, and it's very different. It's definitely a very different story, as only Soderbergh can tell it. He has a very unconventional way of telling a story, and that's all I really could say about, you know, really this. This is going to be a pretty short review. Stars Benicio del Toro as Che Guevara, and the first part, it's split up into two parts. It's, you know, together it's over 4 hours long. The first part, the first 2 hours are more or less selected scenes of Che Guevara's life in the 50s, mostly revolving around, you know, the start of his rebellion when he was, you know, basically coming to power, and they're interspliced with scenes with him speaking at the UN, as well as interviews from an excerpt from an interview he did with Lisa Howard, and they're all, you know, they're not all footage. It's all, you know, Benicio del Toro playing him, and that's more or less part 1. And then at part 2 is mostly when toward the end of his life, when he ended up going to Bolivia and trying to establish something, and it turns out that, you know, everything started to go wrong. The revolution he had planned wasn't going to work out, and all, you know, the forces that were after him ended up finding his location, and his men had to go on the run, and he ends up finally getting captured and shot. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. It's always, as I always say, it's hard to describe these movies that are, you know, about a real person. Also, it's, you know, with Soderbergh, you know, the way he tells the story is kind of confusing because he jumps back and forth between different timelines. So it is kind of difficult to kind of express, you know, tell you about the storyline. All I can say is, you know, Del Toro does a fantastic job. I can't think of anyone else who could have played that role better. And yeah, that's really it. A lot of good drama, and the action is intense, especially the second movie. There's a lot of action in the first movie, but the second movie has all the real action, especially when they're on the run. And that's when you hear the bullets and the sound of the bullet. And I don't know why I have this thing about the way bullets sound in a movie, like when they really shoot them. It's like, you know, you can use those fake sound effects that you hear in, you know, American crime movies all the time, you know. But you get that real, like, kind of sniper bullet. It's hard to, you know, it's hard to recreate, but I really enjoy it. So it's a trip. So anyway, that being said, again, it runs really long. It's a really long-ass movie, and it got confusing at times. It might have helped, again, if I knew something a little more about Che Guevara. But overall, it's still an interesting plot. Interesting story. And Soderbergh doesn't really try to, you know, favor him in any way. Yeah, I think he just kind of tries to tell a story. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I've got to say about Shay. Overall, I give it a B. I think I give B. Part 1 is probably a B. Part 2 is a little B minus. Yeah, because again, I didn't really know. I had to look up, his life, to know, kind of figure out what was going on. When they snuck him into Bolivia as like an older, disguised as an older man, I didn't know, what was going on. I thought that was, one of those time skips. So there you are. Anyway, yeah, so B overall. Let's see, supplements. Disc 1 has the trailer. Disc 2 doesn't have anything except for commentary. Disc 3 has all this, the majority of the supplements. There's a new documentary called Making Shay, featuring Soderbergh, Del Toro, the producer Laura Bickford, as well as the writers Peter Buckman and Benjamin Van der Veen. There's also interviews with participants in and historians of the Cuban Revolution and Shay's Bolivian campaign. And there's also an old episode of a show called World. I forget the name of it. It was aired on Granada television, British television, called End of a Revolution. It's a documentary made shortly after Che Guevara's death, and it was a little exploitative. I have to say, it was a little. I don't know how crazy I felt about it. And there's also deleted scenes from both parts 1 and 2. And there's also a documentary about called Shay and the Digital Camera Revolution, which talks about Soderbergh's use of the red camera, which was being developed during the movie, and how I think that movie was the first to use the red camera and how it was developed. So yeah, that's it. Shay, B. Check it out if you want to learn more about this dude. So that's it for today. Gosh, we're almost done. Holy crap, 496. We got 3 more movies. Well, I have 3 more movies. The Eclipser has this many. I guess 5 many movies. I don't blame him. I don't feel sorry for him having to deal with Chantal Ackerman. Good God. So we will get to these. We'll start these next tomorrow. We'll get to them sometime, probably Monday or Tuesday, I would think. And then the War Trilogy. I put it on hold. It's on its way, and hopefully it'll be here sometime by the end of next week, and we'll get started on it, and we'll review them. And by the end of next week, we'll be done. We'll be done reviewing. But anyway, the last bit of this review will be just the talking about Barnes & Noble sale. First of all, also, I want to thank you all for putting up with me going live the other night. Somebody already gave me another awesome comment on it, so that was just an experiment. I'm glad that YouTube Live works. I hope the picture works okay. It looked really choppy when I was filming it compared to how I film it with my normal camera, the Windows camera, and all that. But yeah, so anyway, let's talk about the Barnes & Noble sale, because I made some purchases. A few days ago, I picked up some stuff. First of all, yes, America Lost and Found, the BBS story. Oh boy, look at all these movies. I'm already dropping the thing. We got Head, we got Easy Rider, we got 5 Easy Pieces, we got Drive, he said, we got The Last Picture Show, we got The King of Marvin Gardens. Oh boy. So that's been taken care of, as well as Death of a Cyclist. You will see this one again very soon. Just letting you know. And El Norte, picked that one up as well. That was all in one sitting. I had shortlisted America Lost and Found, the BBS story, and after a while I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna go and take a chance. Somebody probably will pick it up, you know. And so I ended up, you know, just going in to buy it. And they told me, oh, there's one that came in. It just came in today. And I'm like, oh, God, I lucked out, along with the other two I ordered. So I just said, oh, hey, that's convenient, not telling her that I had shortlisted it, you know. So anyway, I picked those up, and then I ordered a couple more the other day. And they came in today, or they came in the next day or something like that, or this morning. And so Golden Age of Television, my own copy. I got the Eclipse Raymond Bernard set with wooden crosses and Leif Mesmerables. Blast of Silence. Excited to get that. Finally got that one. And the first films of Samuel Fuller, another Eclipse series with I Shot Jesse James, The Baron of Arizona, and the Steel Helmet. So another successful haul. I'm gonna make one big purchase in 2 weeks from now. When I get my next paycheck, I'm probably gonna order. The Travels with Hiroshi Shimizu set, as well as get some Chaplin. See, the thing is, here's what happened. I went to go buy. I got those Barnes & Noble coupons, and I went to go buy America Lost and Found and use one of the 20% off coupon, and they told me they couldn't use it because of a new promotion. Like I guess they were losing money or something. And so the woman who checked me out went ahead and said, "Oh yeah, I'll use it, but you may not be able to use the 25% one." I have a 20%, and I was gonna prepay for Berlin Alexanderplatz. But considering the coupon won't even work anyway, what I think I'm going to do is I just save it for something else and then just work in order. I want to buy all the movies that I want in chronological order of release, which means I'll start with early stuff like Chaplin and Hiroshi Shimizu, and then if I could swing it, I want to try and get maybe Drunken Angel as well. I do want to get that one. And if maybe The Human Condition and Hobson's Choice. I want to try and get maybe those. So I'd like to get Gold Rush, Great Dictator, not City Lights, maybe City Lights, Modern Times. Ones I've seen. I haven't seen City Lights. I've seen Gold Rush, Modern Times, and The Great Dictator. Maybe The Kid. I might just even get the ones I haven't seen, just to have them, because I really like Chaplin's stuff, and they usually put his shorts on those. Those I really like, so I might end up getting as many Chaplins as I can get. But I probably am definitely going to try and order the Eclipse series, the Travels series. And then that'll probably be it. That'll probably be the last big purchase I can afford to make before the sale's over. So it'll be a nice haul. I mean, I got some good stuff. I got the America Lost and Found set. I've been screaming to get that forever. I got the Golden Age of Television. God, that was an amazing set. I cannot tell you. I don't know if I could tell you how amazing I thought that set was. I mean, I went on for about 40 minutes, but that was because I was telling you most of the plot. But I can't, speak highly enough on the Golden Age of Television. It was, God, this is a contender for #1. But then again, so is this one. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Which we'll have to see in a couple weeks. All right, so that's it for today. And again, so we're gonna hit up the Eclipser in the next few days, and then the War Trilogy should be on its way, and we'll do that. And then I'm thinking, just to get some more content done, we're gonna go ahead and do the Worst 14 sometime soon. Maybe in the next, maybe tomorrow I'll start on it, because I already have a Worst 14. I am going to go ahead and play it safe and say that, and and go ahead and say that that whatchamacallit, that the War Trilogy, the Rossellini's films, aren't going to be so bad that they need to be part of that 14. Because first of all, we've seen a lot of crappy movies, and it was really hard to get it down to 14, but I finally did. I also have a top 28. I highly doubted Shay was going to be on there, to say nothing of I don't think the trilogy is going to be on there. So I could probably start filming that as well. But I mean, I'll release them in order, you know. So, yeah, so anyway, yeah, that's all I got to say. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Don't kill people. Don't be a revolutionary unless you're fighting for a really good cause, you know. And shoot, don't forget your medicine. Don't die of asthma. You know, don't let your asthma take you down. Remember your inhaler wherever you go. Anyway, so yeah, so that's for me. Thank you for watching. I will see you all sometime next week. Well, I will see you all probably in a few days for the Worst 14, to say nothing of, and then probably next week for the Roberto Rossellini War Trilogy, Rome, Open City, Paisan, and the other one, which the name I can't remember. And then Flipster will see you all sometime in the middle of next week for Chantal Ackerman in the 70s. Go with God, man. Or Godspeed, man. Anyway, until then, goodbye.